Alright, let's cut the fluff and get straight into it. Forget all the spiritual jargon and the fluffy nonsense that you've been fed. The reality is simple, but it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. Self-judgment is the fastest lane to a dead-end street. And that's the damn truth. Every single time that you tear yourself down, criticize yourself, think you're not good enough, you lock yourself in a cage and you throw away the key. You want to break free. You start with one damn sentence. I'm always doing the best I can. It's not some cute affirmation that you write down on a piece of paper while sipping your overpriced matcha latte. This is a hardcore reprogramming move. It doesn't matter if you screwed up, made a mess, or dropped the ball. You're still doing your best in that moment, because guess what? You can't do more than that. You can't. So stop bullshitting yourself. Stop making excuses and self-sabotaging. Own the facts. You're doing your best with what you have in this moment. Let's break it down. Chunk it up, chunk it down. Like a blueprint for success. And make sure that you use this every day. How you already do it. You already do this in ways you don't even realize. You probably judge yourself every day for not being good enough. But also notice how you get out of bed every morning. How you keep going even when things are tough. You get up. Put one foot in front of the other. That's you doing your best. That's your power. Here's the thing. You're hardwired to get up and try again. It's your biology. Your brain is built to grow, to learn, and to get better. It's your nature. You've done it a million times before. So why the hell are you doubting yourself now? When you were learning to walk as a kid, did you throw yourself on the floor and say, I'm a failure. I can't do this. No. You got back up and tried again, over and over. You did your best. And the best part, you didn't judge yourself. You were like, screw it. Let's try again. How you can do it in new ways. You don't have to overthink everything. It doesn't need to be perfect. You can drop the heavy-ass burden. If I should have done things differently, or I'm not good enough. Stop overcomplicating things. Your mind will tell you you're not doing enough. But let's shut that voice down for a minute. You can do it by pausing and just replacing that judgment with acceptance. The next time you mess up, say to yourself, okay, I did my best with what I had in that moment. Then ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Stop judging, start learning. Because let's face it, judgment is the enemy of progress. You can't grow in shame, fear, or guilt. You can only grow in learning. Think about this. Every time you judge yourself, your brain gets stuck in a loop of shame. This triggers a fight or flight response. And your brain starts to release cortisol, that nasty stress hormone, which shuts down your ability to think clearly. In other words, self-judgment is biologically designed to make you fail. So what if instead you said, I'm always doing the best I can? The moment you start doing that, your brain switches into problem-solving mode. And you're back on track, because you've stopped the fear response. So why is it so important? This is life or death stuff. If you keep judging yourself, you'll stay stuck in learned helplessness. You'll sit there wondering why things aren't changing. You'll feel like you're stuck in quicksand, sinking deeper every day. The more you judge yourself, the less you move forward. But here's the kicker. When you replace judgment with acceptance, you activate your growth mindset. You start focusing on solutions instead of the problems. You start feeling more empowered, more focused, more creative, and guess what? You start getting results, even when things get tough. Science backs this up. When you replace negative self-talk with positive, growth-oriented beliefs, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that helps you focus, learn, and grow. Why are you afraid to do it? This is where the rubber meets the road. So listen up. You're afraid because you're scared of what people will think. You're scared of rejection, ridicule, failure. This is called social fear. You fear others will see you as weak or not good enough. But guess what? The more you judge yourself, the more you reinforce that fear. You end up trapped in a vicious cycle of people-pleasing, self-doubt and self-criticism. What you don't realize is, when you let go of judgment and accept yourself as you are, you're setting the stage for others to do the same. People pick up on your energy. If you act like you're confident, owning your choices, people will follow suit. And if they don't, tough luck. Their shit, not yours. The patterns that keep us stuck, we all have them. These are the habits, the limiting beliefs, the thought patterns that keep us stuck. The constant comparing to others, the negative self-talk, the people-pleasing. They drain the life out of you. These patterns are what stop you from seeing the world as it really is, full of opportunity, growth, and endless possibility. You need to interrupt these patterns. When you catch yourself starting to spiral, stop. Change the story. Don't let your brain run on autopilot. Catch the negative thought before it runs wild and feed a new, empowering one. That's how you disrupt the old habits. Now here is where you take this knowledge and use it to influence others. When you pace someone, you match their vibe, their beliefs, their fears. You align with where they're at. But you don't stop there, you lead them. You shift the conversation, you guide them to new beliefs, new stories. Let's say someone is stuck in judgment, constantly beating themselves up. You don't call them out on it. Instead, you start with empathy. I get it. I've been here too. But here's the deal. We're all doing the best we can. Let's see how we can work through this together. You're pacing them, then leading them to a new way of thinking. And that, my friend, is how you change beliefs. You use rapport to get in their world. But then you shift the trajectory of the conversation, getting them to see things from a different perspective. Once they buy into the idea that they're doing their best and deserve to stop judging themselves, the floodgates open. They start making better decisions, feeling more confident, and ultimately making progress. The karma of not doing this. If you don't stop the judgment, you'll continue the cycle of suffering. You'll remain stuck in that negative loop, dragging yourself down every day. You'll keep attracting situations where you feel unworthy, unloved, and underappreciated. But if you start telling yourself, I'm doing my best, and act from that place, the world around you will shift. You'll attract success, growth, and real connections. You see, it's not just about the science, it's the karma of it. It's cause and effect. If you keep judging yourself, you'll keep creating a reality where things don't change. But if you love yourself, if you accept yourself, the world around you will mirror that back. You'll start winning because you stop playing the game of self-judgment. Now stop listening, stop thinking, and take action. The only way you'll move forward is if you start doing your best and stop judging yourself. It's your life. It's time to take full ownership of it. No more excuses. No more bullshit.